back to my YouTube channel. Bienvenido, nice to see you. So as you probably know already, or I'm not sure if you know, but I am Jamaican. I'm born and grown in Jamaica, that is my yard. While traveling as a Jamaican, and I'm sure many other nationalities, probably every other nationality face this as well, stereotypes. Yes, stereotypes. Literally, people have these stereotypes about you based on music they listen to, television, probably someone else from your nationality that they have met before, and they project those stereotypes on you or kind of ask some weird questions regarding your nationality and your country. So I'm gonna address some of these stereotypes in this video. And I want these stereotypes to end as well. So the first one is this stereotype that people always ask me, like, do you smoke? And do all Jamaicans smoke? Do all Americans smoke? Do all Germans smoke? You know, it's like, when you really think about the question, like, definitely not an entire population would, you know, smoke. But people usually think that, oh, you know, weed and ganja and, you know, and they're giving me the vibe like, and me, I give them the vibe like, no. All Jamaicans do not smoke. I think probably majority of the Jamaican population doesn't smoke, and I haven't done a census or I haven't seen like a research about it, but I'm pretty sure that most Jamaicans don't smoke. Next stereotype is, do all Jamaicans sound like this? Do you have a Jamaican accent? Do all Jamaicans sound like this? I've gotten to this more than the smoking one. Jamaicans, we don't sound one specific way. We don't say yeah man or man after each word. No, because I think, and even if we do say man, it's not man, like how most tourists would say man, yeah man. It's mostly like man, like yeah man, everything cool, everything alright, yeah man, everything. Of course, there are variations in how a Jamaican sounds based on where they're from, how they grew up. Like a Jamaican from, say, Clarendon, or Clarendon is a parish in Jamaica, or a Jamaican from Manchester, another parish in Jamaica, would sound way different than a Jamaican that's from Kingston. Some people pick up my accent right away. There's some people though that kind of say, oh, you do sound Jamaican. So I'm like, how a Jamaican supposed to sound? Take me to school, teach me. If I really chip out the Jamaican, them not gonna understand, and then me I gonna spend basically half of my time with the conversation with them, basically trying to translate what I'm saying. So the other stereotype that I want to address is if all Jamaicans listen to reggae. And I know that most Jamaicans have a certain taste for reggae, including me. But I think people who are not Jamaicans kind of think that we kind of wake up, right? And all of a sudden we're just in this airy feeling. And we're like, you know, let's put on some Bob Marley, or just listen to Bob Marley all day, all night. And we listen to, you know. But no, like Jamaicans, we also have another type of music called dancehall music, which I think is under-recognized. But we have dancehall music. Jamaicans, we listen to other things. I listen to gospel music, Christian music, Hillsong. I like classical music. The other stereotype linked to music is that all Jamaicans can dance, or can party, or can whine, or can twerk. No, I am full living proof that that is not so, and also based on how you're socialized as well, that contributes to that. I grew up in a Christian household, so whining your rear end every day all night wasn't an acceptable behavior in a sense. So no, I cannot dance. Another stereotype that I want to address as well is regarding geography. So I was talking to this person, right? And I said, I'm from Jamaica. They're like, oh, that's so nice. You know, I went to Uganda last year. And I'm like, Jamaica is located in the Caribbean. Though, you know that, right? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm not good with geography. I'm like, that's kind of two different continents still. Some people, and I think this stereotype is just pure ignorance because you have Google, People have the stereotype that Jamaica is located in Africa for some reason. People think all black people come from one continent and we just catch up in this one continent. It would be nice if we were located in Africa, because it would be easy for, you know, to just travel around. But we're an island, we're located in the Caribbean, and that's just that. We didn't make the rules. That's what happened. So the next time you approach a Jamaican, do not relate a trip of you traveling to a mostly black populated place thinking that Jamaica is a neighboring country, because you're gonna just look kind of I don't want to use any negative words on this channel, but you're gonna look not the smartest individual in the world, given that we're in the 21st century. Yeah. So next thing I want to address is, I don't know if this is a stereotype, but I've gotten this way too often. Mostly actually when I've gotten this in 2 countries, but mostly in America. I'll be talking, like regular talking, like this, how I'm talking to you. And someone will come up to me like, you know, them feel nice with themselves and they want to interact because for some reason they heard that I'm from Jamaica, or for some reason we were talking before and, you know, I mentioned I'm from Jamaica, they mentioned like they're from somewhere in America. So no, you know, they want to start a next conversation with me, you know. So what happened to me, this lady came up to me and, you know, she was continuing our conversation from before. She's like so your English, it's so good. Like where did you learn English? It's so good. Your English is just so amazing. It's so native. Yeah, our official language, official documented language is English. So in my mind, I'm like, this honey don't even know. Said Jamaican official language is English. And this has happened to some of my friends from the Caribbean as well. Jamaicans speak English. If not all Jamaicans can sound how you want us to sound regarding compared to American and British English, we may not sound exactly like that, but we understand English at least, and we can respond in English. As I said, it may be a mixture of Jamaican Patois English, but that's maybe, I don't know, maybe 50%. I don't know how much of the population can code switch seamlessly, but we do understand English, and English is our official language. You're welcome. But the idea that all Jamaicans are rastas, or we used to have locks and we'll cut it off if our hair is not locked, or we're rastas, or we have some lineage with someone in our family have locks. Either we have locks, dreadlocks, or someone in our family has it. No, that a lot of Jamaicans don't have locks. I don't have locks, and I'm Jamaican. A lot of Jamaicans don't have locks. The whole locks thing, some people think that all Jamaicans or most Jamaicans are like Rastas, kind of linked to the whole Rastafari religion. And of course, you know what my answer is gonna be? No. Just like any other country, like no entire population is linked to one religion in that country, and that applies for Jamaica as well. We have huge respects for our Rastafari community. It plays a huge role in our culture, but not all Jamaican identify as a part of the Rastafari community. Most Jamaicans are actually Christians, identify as Christians. So that's that. Okay, so the next stereotype is one that's dear and dear to me because I've gotten that a lot. People legit think that I live like right under the water. Like I step out from my yard and my feet is on sand and the water is right there. I mean, if you could have paid for a property for me to live right on Jamaican water like that, I welcome it. Thank you very much. But no, Jamaica isn't just this one big beach and everyone kind of circle around it and we'll have a little huts and we'll circle around it. No. We have suburban areas, we have metropolitan areas, we have cities. But I do understand why this is a stereotype, because when I was talking with one of my friends from Europe, I mentioned this stereotype to them and they're like, okay, fine, I understand. How far is the closest beach to you? I'm like, 10 minutes. And he's like, okay, so does that make a huge difference? 10 minutes away from the beach, living on the water, you know, it doesn't make a huge difference. But I think people have the extreme idea of Jamaica being an island. So we're very small as an island, but we don't live like literally on the water, especially when you go to certain parts of Jamaica. You will maybe have a 25-minute drive before you reach to the closest beach, not a fall or a river, but an actual beach. And the beach properties that you may envision in Jamaica living on the water is very expensive. So guys, comment below your thoughts. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you again in another one of my videos. And definitely, please, before you leave, be sure to subscribe, guys. Bye.